ladies, do y'all think that like women are susceptible creatures? They're easy to like follow a crowd, to go along, to get along, generally speaking? Not all, but generally.
I would say
okay,
men
you say
are more
yes.
followers.
What about you say you think men are more followers than women?
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think that?
I feel like men, they seek structure. So if there's an alpha male that's leading the way and he's kind of showing the way, y'all would conform more than a woman would. A woman would combat that. Like, oh, who she thinks she is. Like, you think you the boss of everything. I could do better than you. You'll have more than that on the women's side than the men's side. The men would kind of give the respect and, work their way up until they get to that point. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so you think that men seek structure and order, so they're more likely to understand a hierarchy to things. If someone is doing better or good at this, they understand that and they go ahead and follow suit. That makes sense. That's understandable. So you're using that example to explain that men are more of a follower than women, and women don't really follow.
Women follow to an extent. I feel like until it benefits them or they can learn something that can flip to where as though they can meet you and try to be an equal, because we're very like catty.
Okay. So the question is, who's more susceptible to like outside influences? Who's more likely to go ahead and follow something? You're saying that men are because men understand order and structure, so they'll be more likely to follow a man.
On the flip side, a man can also be following something that's, bad. Most men think it's cool to cheat on their women and be...
No, they don't think it's cool. That's not a cool thing to do.
It's a man thing.
And it's in his nature.
I wouldn't say it's in his nature, because every man don't feel that way.
No, it is.
It's not in a man's nature to cheat and lie, but it's in a man's nature to want multiple women.
Yeah, they don't necessarily... Yeah, it's in a man's nature to want multiple women, just like... And I want the women to lie. It's in women's nature to want multiple men as well.
It's not in a woman's nature to want multiple men. So how? Yeah, how? How is that in her nature?
It is blunt, but it's psychology. It's the real thing. The thing is,
I don't know. I can't.
The thing is,
but not me.
So you don't visualize about other men?
No.
Not celebrities. No, nothing.
No.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I ain't.
You?
What?
Do you visualize about different men?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
The majority of women don't want to smash multiple men.
Are you a woman?
Especially not at once.
Not at once. No, I didn't say it once.
She just said, do
I said,
visualize? I
said that we fantasize about other men and doing unworldly things.
Yeah, that's not the question though. The question is, I said that it's in a man's nature to want quantity. You said that.
It's a woman's
you said
nature
that's
too.
A woman nature too.
Polygamy
to want quantity.
Go both ways. It's just in this country, it's abstained to just the man with the two women. But if you go to Italy, Spain, stuff like that, there's women married to multiple men.
So when I mean nature, I'm speaking about like biology.
Yeah, I'm talking biology too.
So how
we're
is
more
it
sexual than men? So why wouldn't we want more plethora? We settle for being submissive to please the man, but at the end of the day, especially in this era, the women are showing that we're literally the equal opposite of you guys. There's really no difference except that we have babies this way and y'all have babies that way.
So how is it in a woman's biology to want quantity like a man, but in a woman's biology, she can only bring one child full term a year, but a man can impregnate as many women as he gets a chance to. Meaning that, let me finish. Let me finish. So
by different men at that.
One mic at a time. So what I'm saying is I'm explaining to you that it's in a man's nature, it's rooted in his biology to want quantity, to have a desire of quantity, because in a man's biology, we are creating sperm every heartbeat. Every heartbeat.
Eggs
You get what I'm saying?
Every second.
No, it doesn't actually happen like that. You have a menstrual cycle, so it's much different.
The ovulation, and then the middle of the ovulation.
Yep.
And then after the ovulation, and then the period again.
Yeah, what I'm saying is even if a woman wants to get pregnant, it's only a certain window that she can get pregnant.
That's if you want to get
no,
pregnant.
no. What, like I'm saying, if a woman wants to get pregnant, she has to do it in a certain window because you have a cycle. The man doesn't have a cycle. Every day, every minute, we are producing semen. We are producing seed. So when I say that it's in a man's nature, his biology to want quantity, it's in us. In your nature, in your biology, you're not made for quantity.
No,
You're made. You know what you're made for?
We were made to do it. I said that's what we want, but we can't physically.
Let me finish.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
in your
I'm agreeing with
nature
you.
to want quality. That's in your nature.
And quantity.
You know who wants quantity? Whores want quantity. The women that want quantity are broken women. You're broken. When you were young and innocent and didn't go through trauma and didn't have many penises in your life, your
I like them
mindset,
boys. Multiple boys.
great. You can have crushes on some boys and stuff like that. Find
Right.
a liking to someone,
That's
but
what
you
I mean.
didn't think before you had sex, when you're a virgin, you didn't think about you having sex with many men. You thought about you liking many men because many men can maybe make you
But
feel a vibe. Stop it. Let me
who
finish my
brought up
point.
sex?
Let me finish. We're speaking about quantity. Everything
Right.
is about
That don't
sex
mean
that we're
sex.
speaking about.
Okay.
Yes, as
Okay,
a
now
little
you're being
kid.
specific. I
Yeah,
got
as a
it.
little kid, you're not thinking about sex. You're thinking about a vibe that maybe you get with a boy. You're thinking about personality and who you connect with. It's innocent. It's much different. The only reason why a woman will be thinking for quantity is if she's broken. That's not in her nature. The woman that is thinking and yearning and having a desire for quantity, she adopted the man's nature because she had too many men. When you have too many sexual partners as a woman, that man imprints on you and that man imprints on you. So you start to adopt a man's nature because you have this unsatisfied feeling. You have an unsatisfied feeling because you've had so many penises. The reason why you have this unsatisfied feeling because you compare and contrast all the time because you experience so much. So you're always trying to get this new high, to get this new fix, but you can't find it. It's hard to find because every guy doesn't measure up. So that's why those women that desire quantity, they just took on the nature of a man, and those women are broken. If a man takes on the nature of a woman, he's a broken man.
But you know, women hold
He's gay.
Almost.
That's normally what it is.
almost half of the testosterone that a man holds. So
That's
in
incorrect.
that nature, sexually, we are very hypersexual. It's just that men don't know that, and it's not for us, or it's not ladylike for us to really explain that point to a man because you wouldn't understand, and we're not completely free on your spectrum. So of course we're going to say no, keep it cute, or whatever the case may be. But no woman on this earth can say that they didn't think about being with different guys at different times. I didn't mean at the same time, but just at different times you think about.
And I'm sorry, ladies, I'll let y'all get a chance to speak too, but let me just correct another thing that you said was inaccurate. Men, you said that women have only 50% less of testosterone. That's totally false.
I didn't say less.
What'd you say?
I said half.
Okay, you said women have half as much testosterone as a man. You're way off.
No.
Men have 17 times more testosterone than a
Of course, you're a
woman.
man.
Well, you just said was a false statement.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
say
even
she
close.
had half of this testosterone than me. I
That's
said
what you
she
just.
had-
That's exactly what you just.
You just said that.
I said, all right, this is what I mean. She has, okay, of course she has more estrogen because she's a woman, but we have a, I'll put it like this. We have a high level of testosterone.
No, it's not. It's not nowhere near close to a man. So, so think
nowhere
about
close
this,
to a
right?
man. I didn't say
So
that.
think about this. Even the biggest out there, the biggest 304s, it's still a slow process to get them to bed, to turn them on, right? Because women kind of get turned on like a dial knob. It's a slow process to get her aroused, to get her horny. A man, he gets horny like a light switch. You don't.
So do we.
No, you have to be attracted to the person. You have
That's
to
not
like the
always
person. Let me finish. You have to be attracted to the person. You have to like the person. It has to be some type of emotional bond to an extent, not a whole extent, but the man, it doesn't work like that. We human beings, men, are capable of having sex with women that we hate.
We do it all the time.
No.
What do you mean?
No. You do it to your exes. You hate that man
Who
that
said
you
he
were
had to
with
be
in a
an
past
ex? I didn't like
relationship.
him in the first place.
Exactly.
But he
What I'm
got
saying.
something I like.
Yeah, what I'm exactly. He got something you like, so you like
Which is
him.
sexual. It ain't nothing
Got-
emotional.
Okay, got it. But it's still something. He's still doing something and has some type of characteristic traits that you find a liking to, which
Yeah,
means
he
you
turning
like
you
him.
on.
So you let him clap cheeks. What I'm saying
I
that
could've
for a
seen him in
man.
gray sweatpants and thought, okay, he got a nice toy.
Okay, well, if that is true, if you are such like a man, Dan is our producer. Go back and have sex with Dan right now.
I'm not attracted to Dan.
Okay, like I said, you are incapable of having sex with someone that you're not attracted to. You cannot have sex with a man that you're not attracted
that's
to.
just
Which
personal
means,
preference.
stop it. No, it's all
It has
women.
nothing to do with you,
Which
Dan.
means-
Sorry, Dan.
Okay, which means that you can only have sex with someone that you are attracted to. I'm just stating the differences between men, the far extremes of it. The extreme end for a woman means that in order for you to have sex, generally speaking, you got to be attracted to him.
No,
The far
you didn't ask me
end
that
extreme,
I've had sex
you
with
just
men I wasn't
passed
attracted
the,
to.
you just
'Cause I
failed the
don't want
test.
Dan.
Stop it.
But
You
I
just
bet
failed.
you some
Stop
unattractive
it.
men.
Stop it. Listen, you just failed the test. If you ask a man
wasn't a
that,
test.
the man is still capable. He's capable of still having sex with a woman that he's not attracted to. That's what I'm speaking about. You are not.
So wait,
You're not capable
how,
of.
though?
Are you? So think about it.
Would you
Are
have-
you
would you have
capable?
sex with a
Stop
crackhead?
it. Are you capable of having sex with Dan?
Very capable, but Dan's not my type.
Yeah. Okay, you're not. Yeah. She's saying that. She's
And
not.
his point is, guys will
you're not
smash
gonna
girls
do it.
that aren't their
Wait,
type.
so it
You're not
doesn't
gonna
go
do
the
it.
same for men because you
No.
could like her vagina and still want to, like it's something you like about her. You wanted her vagina, you liked it.
Right.
It looked
No,
good.
I think
It
what
sounds
they're
good.
saying
That's
is
the
like,
one or you like
if a
her.
girl was
No,
not the
listen.
same?
We're speaking about the far ends of the extremes real quick, just to point an example to show the differences
that's a
between men and
terrible
women
example,
on
though.
the sexual
I could see if it
field.
was somebody that's more that I look towards more sexually.
But that's what he's
You know?
saying. Like, if a girl was to just walk in here and she got like they could probably.
But I've done that. I've been.
What we
We're
were saying
saying-
is like we have
Yeah.
to be like
We-
some type
totally
of.
not attractive, but I've seen something that turned me on.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying though. You
Right,
seen
and I'm
something.
You
saying
seen something that
whether
turned
it was
him on.
his dick in
But
his pants,
think
his
about it.
eyes,
But
There's-
every
his
woman that
nose,
walks in the room
whatever.
don't turn you on. Like
Listen. Here's what I'm
I
saying.
got-
They don't,
I
but
got
you still
9
smash.
brothers.
That's the point.
Yeah,
yeah, I got
listen.
9 brothers, but it's some women
how
you
can
just
girls
say
do the same
immediately
thing?
no. Like
You got it. Look,
That's
pay
why I'm
attention,
lost
ladies.
at.
Listen, I'm
Got
just pointing
preferences.
out something, a
feel
fact
like
here.
they're
You asked the
okay.
question. Would I have sex with a crackhead? No.
Exactly.
I have standards as a man. I'm speaking about if a man is capable. Generally speaking, most men definitely would have sex with a crackhead. They have sex with bums on the street.
so
You
do
get what I'm
them- So
saying?
do women. They move 'em in their
Generally
house.
that ain't gonna be it. No, women have very high standards. Men have much lower standards, generally speaking.
think?
Just
So
because
yes,
we
that
got-
is a fact. But let's get back on the topic, because the topic of the discussion: who's more easier influenced? Who's more susceptible to outside influences? You think the man is.
Mm-hmm.
To prove that point wrong again, so we can get back on topic, because we went off on a tangent, but you still lost that part of the discussion. But let's get back on point.
I didn't.
You did.
Go on.
Women hold 80% of consumer debt. This means that they are very susceptible to outside influences. Do you know that all of the marketing and everything is marketed towards women, because women are easier to sell to, because women are more susceptible?
You talking to a stripper? Like
Well, I was gonna use that example, like if you was to get around the room, but I was gonna
y'all
say if you
men
was
literally
to sit,
hand me money for no reason at all.
But I was gonna say if you was to sit like a woman and a man in like two
Well, he
separate
could be
rooms with a
home.
TV and like turn on like the ad channel, 9 times out of 10 the woman's gonna be the one to buy more than the man. Like he's not gonna really pay too much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But when it comes to sexually,
But with
the
their,
women is
no,
not going.
We're not talking about sexually. We're talking about what Rumor just said just now. That was a great example. If there's ads going on right now about X, Y, and Z, it doesn't matter what it is.
But that means you're
And
not
you have
being
two-
specific about the topic.
Okay,
so
let me
we
finish,
talking
though.
general,
Yeah, ads
or
cater to women.
when he
They don't
says
cater
just
to
in
men.
general?
Generally speaking, ads cater to women because they know that women are more susceptible.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're
bad.
they're more easily influenced, which means that they're more easy to get on someone's program to follow a lead, which means that they don't have they normally are multiple creatures.
Okay,
so
in
you
that
can,
sense, okay. I
yeah,
understand.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Ease, what were you saying?
No, I was just pretty much gonna add on to what Rumor was saying. When it comes to trying to sell a product, doesn't matter what the product is, and you got a man and a woman sitting right beside each other. like Luma was saying, the majority of the time the woman's going to be the one to buy that product compared to a man. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole point of what he was saying. When women hold 80% of the consumer debt, he was talking about
Consumer
in terms
debt.
of
Okay.
in terms
he
of
didn't
like
say that the first time.
Let's just say in terms of selling product, not sex.
Right. But he didn't say consumer debt or sex. So I assumed.
He did, but look,
He didn't say
Yeah.
consumer. He said consumer the second time, which was just a couple seconds ago. I'm
yeah.
listening.
Well, no, I did. You have it incorrect. But anyways, we had a question that we were going around. I think everyone answered it, right? And then we went back to you. Yeah, we went to the video. Everyone answered that. Let's get.
About the video.
What
Did
they
you?
had on here?
You said something about the video? She did. Oh, she said, yup. All right. Let's get to the super chats real quick. We got Great Win says $5. Being that women control who smashes, they in turn create and enable the bad boys / F boys that they complain about. These are facts.
That's true.
Y'all agree to that?
Can you read that again?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to
Right,
say.
I'm about to say you broke it down so
That was-
slow. I was kind of.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know
All right.
about that.
So Great Win says, being that women control who has sex,
Okay.
you control who has sex. They in turn create and enable the bad boys / F boys, the ones that y'all complain about. So the guys that you complain about, the ones that's like, not faithful, going around sleeping with a whole bunch of women while they're with you, you would call those F boys. Well, women create those because they're sleeping with somebody because they control sex. What's up?
All right, I'm gonna say this. Like, just because we control sex don't mean like we control the F boy. First of all, I could have sex with you one time, but still try and figure out where you at, and you whole time you an F boy. So I'm figuring it out as we talking. You get what I mean?
No,
Right.
he's saying like women in a whole. Let's say if all women came together and said that I'm only going to have sex when I'm married. I'm going to be a virgin. I'm going to wait until marriage, until I have sex. And I'm only going to have sex with one man. There wouldn't be any women out there for men to be cheating on.
No.
I was
a
gonna say
lie.
no, because niggas be married in the strip club.
No.
That's a lie.
Who they going to cheat
But
with?
that's what he's saying.
yeah.
So he's saying,
What do
like,
you
it's
mean
all
they're
like-
going to cheat with
if
somebody
we're
else's
all
wife?
As,
Like,
as a collective to be like,
Do
hey,
you
we're
know?
gonna wait
I
till
want to tell you
marriage.
this.
Stop.
I
Rumor gets it,
I
but
get-
everyone
no, I
didn't
get
get it.
what
No,
you
you
saying.
didn't get
No,
it. Let
I
me
really
repeat
do
it.
get
Let me
what you saying.
hold the
What
train
you
of
just
thought.
said.
Hold the train of
Of course
thought.
you
Hold the
get
train of
it.
thought. None of y'all got it.
No, what she just said, I want you to understand it.
Go ahead.
Even if it was nobody out here else to cheat with, do you know they have swingers?
yeah.
But that's
Boom.
his point. Y'all
But
literally
it's-
proving his exact
It's
point.
swinger couples. It's
You missed
swinger
the whole
couples.
point.
He's you missed the
You
point.
missed the
Just
whole
a
point. So
small
I'll
bit.
say it slow to you real quick, right?
Yeah.
So the chat, Grey Wind is saying women in general, women as a whole control sex. They control who they have sex with. They control it. A guy can't have sex with you without your authority unless it's grape, right? So that means that you control who you have sex with, right? She controls who she has sex with. So let's just say, for an example, we're going to do hypothetically speaking. Me and Eve are the only men in the world, and you 5 ladies are the only women in the world.
Okay.
Now, if all of you ladies said, you know what, I'm only, now let's just say it's even. Matter of fact, because that's gonna be off. Is gonna the ratio ain't gonna be it.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's 5 men in the world, and then there's all of you ladies in the world. So that's it. And all of you ladies come to a pact and agreement, say, you know what? We are only gonna get married to this one man, and we're gonna stay faithful to this man. We're gonna get married. We're not gonna cheat. And y'all come to that pact. The man that you marry, well, who's he gonna cheat with if? She's faithful, she's faithful, she's faithful, she's faithful. Who's your guy gonna cheat with? So that means that you all control sex. Now, but let's just say
I'm gonna try.
it doesn't matter. He's gonna get rejected. So it's not gonna, you get what I'm saying? So now let's just flip it, right? Let's bring it to reality now. Y'all over here looking for, y'all hypergamous. Y'all looking for the best option. So y'all ain't making no commitment. So it's 5 men and it's 5 of y'all. But let's say if Hannah over here, she's with it. She like, nah, I'm out here. I'll take your husband. I'll take your husband. All of your husbands can get it. Well, it's gonna be a higher probability if her husband's slacking. Well, if her husband is looking at Hannah, well, that's an opportunity for him, and that's an opportunity that he could take. So, women, you actually control who has sex, so you control the type of men you create, the type of F boys and the guys that y'all complain about. Make sense?
I can agree.
All right, got it.
But
Cool.
sometimes
I got it.
I want you to know, because I can go in a situation that ain't got nothing to do with me, and I'm still getting shorted.
Yeah, well, once again, you would have to take accountability for choosing that guy. Yeah, the guy did bad.
So basically,
but,
you saying, all right, yeah, never mind. I'm getting it.
you gotta take accountability for choosing that guy. So let's say, for an example, I get with a woman, and I'm not aware of all her red flags, and but she cheats on me. But then her red flags come out like, oh, she got tattoos, she on a stripper pole, she cheated on her last boyfriend. You gonna be like, yeah, you ain't see the flags? Like, you chose this chick, deal with it. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, nobody's that blind.
No, you be
Well, you said that no one's that blind, but your friend is.
Not me, because
About
I
what?
didn't know. It's a difference if
You
you
blind.
don't
You
know.
blind.
Blind.
I didn't know. It's different.
You blind. That's what
Well,
she's saying.
All right,
No,
well,
I'm
I'm
talking
blind
about,
to the
like,
fact if
the-
I literally didn't know.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.